Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a great week so far. It has been a little bit since I come to you with a video, and in today's video I'm going to give you a new top 7 for the week. I was gone earlier this week, had a little break. It's nice to take a break every once in a while and smell the roses, but we are going to recap what happened in July, and then I'm also going to give you a new top 7 list with different stocks that I find very bullish. This market has been a whipsaw. We are definitely seeing in the beginning of August, we're seeing a bullish run, a bearish run, bullish run. It's just all over the place. But in July, I finished with a 7.7% loss. My worst month of the year so far, but you know, that's going to happen. There's no way the market is going to go up forever. I am very confident though in August that we will have a much better month. Year to date, I am at a 149.44% gain on my way towards 300. At least that's my goal. Looking forward to fantastic gains for this year. Before we get started in this video, if you could do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before and you like the content of this channel, consider subscribing and turning on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these videos comes out. I have some links down below. First of all, we have Webull. It's a great broker. I use it each and every day, and you can get free stocks by using the link down below. Also have a link for BlockFi. I like to earn interest on my cryptocurrencies, and I am very bullish on cryptocurrencies over the long term, as you should be also. And with Ethereum, I am very bullish on Ethereum and love making that passive income of interest where it just continues to grow. We of course have our Patreon group, is a link down below. We have different levels there for you. For the small amount it costs, you will easily make up for it with one great trade. We would love to see you there. There's all kinds of different levels to choose from. Okay, so let's start off by reviewing what happened last week. Okay, so these are the insider sales that I had over last week. We start with REI, sold for a 6.91% loss. DAL sold for a 3.62% loss. ANIX sold for a 10.43% gain. ABQQ sold for a 6.10% loss. CRCT sold for a 0.14% gain. JAKK sold for a 14.96% gain. DPW sold for a 5.15% loss. That is 3 out of 7, a 43% win rate, much lower than normal, but an average gain per pick of 0.54. I guess a gain is a gain, so a very small percentage gain. My average has been 3% over the last 5 years with an average win rate of 70%. But this market is not cooperating with me. We also have our buyback strategy that I kind of wanted to cover and go through. We have the first one, which was KBH, sold for a 5.6% gain. STLD sold for a 4.56% gain. RGA sold for a 6.23% loss. PAYX sold for a 3.84% gain. And RACE sold for a 6.37% gain. So this is 4 out of 5, 80% win rate. 2.83 average gain per pick. It usually takes 1 to 10 weeks for me to sell off one of these buyback strategy picks, and that is covered in our premium room and also in our long-term portfolio that is available through Patreon. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the market and start talking about what is going on. Now, it is Wednesday at the time that I'm recording this video, so it is progressed from the end of the week, but we will take a look and see what we got going. Okay, as you can see here, I am charting the Elliott Wave, or at least in my opinion, what the Elliott Wave is. I am not a financial advisor. You need to do your own due diligence when investing, but I am tracking where this was wave 1. We had a wave 2 pullback that was really quick, and we are starting wave 3, in my opinion, where it's at. But the market has been all over the place, and this has not been your typical 5-wave sequence so far. I do not like how we've crossed over into the negative a couple of times here. Also, our RSI momentum is a little bit negative. So, you know, there is one way you could interpret this. It could be an A, B, C correction, and then the beginnings of a bearish 5-wave sequence. So that is a possibility. I don't think so. I don't think that's what's going on. I'm still very bullish on the market. You have to let the price action determine what your feeling is on the market, and you have to be objective. Right now, I still feel it's bullish, but we've had some negative news factors and things kind of going out. Okay, so let's get to our top 7 list. The very first stock we're going to talk about is pick number 7, which is VRCA. Now, this has been on the list a little while, and this is a PDUFA run-up that got delayed, that happened earlier a couple months ago, and it's been delayed, and their new PDUFA date is September 23rd. But here is what I found with these PDUFAs that have been delayed. They can get a surprise approval at any time. And so I've been holding this, even though it's been painful, because we can get a surprise approval at any time. And this could really run up the stock for sure. My average in it's $13.63. Analysts have an average target price of $19.96. Since calling this out, I am down 21.50%, but they have this PDUFA coming up, and they've also had multiple insider buys in the past, which makes me bullish on Verica Pharmaceutical. All right, let's go to number 6, which is ticker symbol SESN. All right, so we have ticker symbol SESN here. This is a PDUFA run-up also. This is SESN Bio. My average in it is $4.66. Since calling us out, it is down 17%. Analysts have an average target price of $7 a share, but they have a very important bladder cancer drug. And we should start to see this recover. It really hasn't happened yet, but we are really close to a MACD cross. If we can get a MACD cross down here and get some momentum going upwards, I can see this running to its PDUFA date. So this is one to watch, definitely to put on your watch list, but I am invested in this. I think it's going to run. I am confident that it will eventually run. Okay, number 5, and this has been a fantastic stock for all of us, and this has been number 5 on this list for quite a few weeks. Hopefully all of you got in on this right when I called it out. It had some major dips along the way, but if you held, you are getting rewarded big time right now. And this is ticker symbol BITF, Bitfarm. Analysts have an average target price of $6.49. My average in it is $3.93. Since calling this out, it is up just over 20%. And so we took some pain on this. It came way down, but now it's moving upwards. The reason why I originally liked this was because institutions were loading this up, and not a lot of people were talking about this. Also, its market cap versus its bit rate and its hash rate is extremely high, very, very high. Versus the market cap. And so this is another reason why I liked it, between that and the institutions loading. Also confidence and knowing that Bitcoin had hit some different support levels, and I knew it was just a matter of time before it broke out. We also have Ethereum that is going to be moving up, although this is a Bitcoin miner, not an Ethereum miner, but Ethereum is going to get some big time moves. And so another one to watch would be SOS. It's not part of this list, but it's one to think about. Okay, anyway, I like Bitfarm to continue this run. It is doing very, very well. All right, now for number 4 is ticker symbol BKR. This is Baker Hughes, and this really hasn't moved much. So this one is brand new to the list. My average in it is $21.05. Since calling this out, is up 0.90%. Analysts have an average target price of $27.98. So some really nice upside here. That is a little over 20% upside. So I think this could do really well. Here's why I like this stock, is because the board approved a $2 billion buyback. And so that is very, very large. Also, I liked how it hit a nice support level and bounced up, and I think this one is going to move up. This is a very good buy in my opinion, and I am going to hold this one long term, so I'm looking to go long on this. Some of the reasons that I might sell, well, I always have a plan for getting out of a stock. This one, though, is a long-term type of pick, so I will sell it if it becomes overbought, extremely overbought. Then I will move out of it. Other than that, I am holding until that happens. So looking forward to a nice run here with that one. All right, and let's get to number 3. Number 3 is CVM. So this is Cell Sciences, CVM, and this is starting to improve. This is starting to get better. Analysts have an average target price of $12 a share. Since calling this out, it is up now in it, so doing pretty good, right around 8% up. My average in it was $8.22, so they failed their primary endpoint and had this gigantic move downwards. But then we had lots of insider activity at $8. The CEO, a lot of directors, they loaded shares at $8. And they are now starting to get paid on this. This is starting to go the right direction. You can see that it's coming out of oversold levels and moving upwards. And I think that this one is going to be a good one for the next couple of weeks. Number 2. And actually, I'm going to replace number 2. I'd originally talked about DRTT, but instead I'm going to CRCT. I actually sold DRTT by the time this video came out. And so this is one that I need to kind of move out of. This one had fresh insider activity on Wednesday after market. And so I like this one for a move. This is CRCT, multiple insider buys going in here. And I think that this is going to move up. We should have a nice cross tomorrow. This is looking very, very strong. I've traded this stock a couple of times, made 5% here, just a small percentage here, 10% before that. So this has been really, really good. And hopefully all of you have made money on this because it's been on the list, I believe, before. But anyway, CRCT, looking forward to a great move here. Going to do very, very well. All right, number 1. Number 1 is, okay, so it has not performed since I called this out. But that is perfect for all of you that are on YouTube and watching this. And this is Vox International, ticker symbol VOXX. This is an insider swing play. And my average in it's $11.05. Since calling this out, I'm down a couple percent since the call out here. But continued insider activity by Collie Holding. And this happened last year and it went on for about 6 months. And the stock price went from about $8 a share all the way to $20 a share. And I'm looking for a really nice move like that. I made a 40% gain on the stock. I should have held it a little longer. I actually went up further and should have held longer, would have got much larger gains. But I had 700% gains on call options last year once this Collie Holding started buying, and Collie Holding is underneath a different name. And we have seen a little bit of selling here based on no insider activity. There was big insider activity here, here, and here. And then over the last 2 days has not had any. And so some people have panicked and exited with how the market's going. But lots of history of this happening again. I expect more insider activity on this tomorrow. Looking forward to a fantastic run like we had last year. There are some of these insiders that are seasonal. They happen every year right around the same time. And Vox International is one of those type of stocks. Another one is Safehold. Whenever I see that, I like to go in big on Safehold. But anyway, these are one of the 2 stocks that I really like to watch for. Another one is Camping World, which could happen at any time. Anyway, I ramble on, but I think that this is going to be a great move. I think Vox International is one we should make very, very good money on. All we have to do is just hold it until the insider activity stops. Well, I wish all of you the best on the stock market. I appreciate so much that you watch this channel, and I hope that you will continue to do so. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section down below. Just understand that I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll be more than happy to give you my honest opinion. All right, let's have a fantastic rest of the week. We've got Thursday and Friday to make a bunch of money. And Raythoven out.